Hello everyone! Welcome to our MAPE class. Our lesson for this week, in music, it's about rhythmic patterns and meters. For arts, nature of logo. For PE, components of physical fitness. And in health, personal health issues and concerns about vision, hair, skin, and nails. Let's discuss about rhythmic patterns and meters. What is beat? Beat is the most basic unit of time in music. It is the regular occurring pulse that you hear and feel in a composition. There are accented and accented beats in a musical composition. The strong beat, which is accented, is represented by the symbol, and the weak beats or accented has no symbol used. Meter comes from the Greek word metron, which means measure. Meter is the grouping of notes and rests as units. It may have 2, 3, or 4 beats placed in a measure. Let's discuss kinds of meter to form rhythmic patterns. Number 1, duple meter has 2 beats in every measure. Number 2, triple meter has 3 beats in every measure. Number 3, quadruple meter has 4 beats in every measure. Now let's discuss the rhythmic syllables for the following notes. Let us have full note. The rhythmic syllables is pa, a, a. For half note, the rhythmic syllables is pa, a. For quarter note, the rhythmic syllable is pa. For 8 notes, the rhythmic syllables is pp. For 16th notes, the rhythmic syllables is peri-peri. And for dotted half note, the rhythmic syllables is pa, a. And lastly, for the dotted quarter note, the rhythmic syllables is pa, i. Let us remember the following.
Let's discuss nature of logo. Logo is a unique identifying symbol. It is a special image to identify an individual, business, group, or product. They are printed on clothes, buses, notebooks, and so on. Examples of product logo: Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks Coffee, Mercury Drug, and Nike. Let's discuss types of logos. Number 1, personal logo is a personal images used to brand possessions, achievements, or even one's identity or shows ownership. Number 2, crest are logos that used to identify a family, country, or organization. It symbolizes the status or rank of an individual in the society. Number 3, business or product logos. This logo makes the product noticeable in the market without showing the product itself. What is logo design? It's an important field of graphic art. It is used to communicate a message to its viewers. A logo design has to be strong, interesting, and unique. Graphic designers, they are the one who make sure that the design is visually pleasing. In designing a logo, it takes technical know-how as well as good sense of design and art. To have an effective logo, we should consider the following: symbols, colors, words and text, shape, symmetry and balance, preform, fonts, typeface, uniqueness and individuality, and proportion and size. Let's discuss symbols. It is a picture of a thing that makes it easier for people to recognize, identify, or recall. And symbol represents the trait of an individual. Next is colors. It is the one of the art element that makes everything alive. It is important to choose colors that conveys passion and excitement. Next is words and text. It says something about the individual or business. It should be few enough to be remembered easily. Shape, symmetry, and balance. The use of simple, neat, and easy to recognize geometric shapes can quickly impress a unique identity in the eye of the viewers. Next is free form. It's all about placement of text and symbols. While fonts, typeface is a use of font that invokes a serious and well-meaning message. Then, proportion and size. It should be versatile and flexible. Then, uniqueness and individuality. It should be meaningful and timeless. Activity time! Let's remember, one way of creating a logo is to begin with a design in black and white before adding colors. Logo designs are always easier to visualize in their most basic form.
Let's discuss components of physical fitness. Here are some indicators of a fit person. A fit person can endure physical activities for relatively long periods without undue fatigue or stress. Next, a fit person can do work or play that involves exerting effort such as lifting or controlling one's own body. Also, a fit person can perform movements repeatedly for a long period without undue fatigue. And a fit person can move the body joints through a full range of motion at work and in play. Lastly, a physically fit person has a relatively low but not too low percentage of body fat. Let's define fitness. It is the well-being of a person and determines the ability of his/her body to perform well in work and leisure activities. The two aspects of physical fitness are number 1, health-related fitness, and number 2, skills or performance-related fitness. Let's discuss about health-related fitness or components. It contributes to the development of the health and functional capacity of the body. We have 5 health-related components, and these are cardiovascular endurance, flexibility, muscular strength, muscular endurance, and body composition. Cardiovascular endurance is the capability of the heart and vessels to supply oxygen into the working muscles of the body. Flexibility refers to the capability of the joints to move to its full range. Muscular strength is about the capability of the muscle to produce force in a short period of time, while muscular endurance is the capability of the muscle to produce force in a long period of time. Body composition is measured through a pinch test with the use of a special tool called a skin fold caliper. Let's remember, physical fitness can be achieved through regular exercises, good nutrition, good personal hygiene, and regular physical activities. Also, health-related fitness refers to the aspect of physiological function that offers protection from diseases resulting from sedentary lifestyle. And lastly, Health-related physical fitness can be achieved and maintained through regular participation in physical activities. Now let's discuss personal health issues and concerns about vision, hair, skin, and nails. Other personal health issues and concerns are visions, skin, hair, and nails. Let's discuss about vision. The eyes are said to be the windows of the soul. It is considered as the most important sense organ. Blindness is the inability to see. The following are some eye problems. Number 1, amblyopia. It is a vision development problem in infants and young children. Number 2, astigmatism. It is caused by irregular cornea. Number 3, conjunctivitis. This results when the conjunctiva is inflamed, resulting to the formation of pus. Number 4, glaucoma. This damages the optic nerve and diminishes the field of vision. Number 5, trachoma. It is a serious eye condition that affects the eyelids, which may result to complete loss of eyesight. Number 6, myopia or nearsightedness. It is the condition where the objects are seen clearly and close but appear blurred at a distance. Number 7, hyperopia or farsightedness. It is the condition where objects are seen clearly at the distance but appear blurry in close distance. Number 8, xerophthalmia is a Greek term for dry eyes. Number 9, strabismus is a vision problem in which the eye are not properly aligned and point in different direction. Now let's discuss about the skin. It is the largest organ of the body with a total area of about 20 square feet. The skin protects us from the microbes and the elements that help regulate body temperature and permit sensation of touch, heat, and cold. Layers of the skin. Number 1, epidermis is the outermost layer of the skin. Number 2, dermis. It is located beneath the epidermis and contain connective tissues, hair follicles, and sweat glands. The last layer is hypodermis. It is the deeper subcutaneous tissues made of fat and connective tissues. The following are some skin problems. Number 1, rashes. It is the reddening of some parts of the skin caused by allergies or illness. Number 2, dermatitis. It is an inflammation of the skin. Number 3, eczema. It is a skin inflammation causing itchy rashes due to overactive immune system. Number 4, psoriasis is an autoimmune condition that can cause a variety of skin rashes. Number 5, acne is the most skin condition that affects 85% of the people at the same time in life. Number 6, cellulitis is an inflammation of dermis and subcutaneous tissues that usually due to infection. 7, warts is caused by a virus that infects the skin and causes it grows excessively. Number 8, melanoma. It is the most dangerous type of skin cancer that results from the sun damage and other causes. Number 9, scabies is caused by a tiny mites that burrow in the skin, resulting to intensely itchy rashes in the webs of fingers, wrist, elbow, and buttocks. Number 10, ringworm is caused by a fungi skin infection called tinea. Now, let's talk about hair. It is a modified type of skin and it has two general types. First is vellus hair and second is terminal hair. Vellus hair is short, pale, fine, and present in many parts of the body, while terminal hair is usually found in the scalp, eyebrows, and is generally darker and longer. The following are some hair problems. Number 1, dandruff is a condition of the scalp marked by flaking of the skin. Number 2, lice. Number 3, falling hair. And number 4, greasy hair. Lastly, let's discuss about the nails. It is a horn-like envelope covering the tip of the fungus and toes in humans. Fingernails and toenails are made of top protective protein called keratin. The following are common nail problems. Number 1, ingrown toenail is a common condition in which the side or corner of the toenail grows into the skin of soft flesh. Number 2, broken nails. Number 3, brittle nails. Number 4, corn is an area of a hard skin near the bony areas of toes or between toe. Number 5, callus is a buildup of hard skin which usually found on the other side of the foot. Number 6, blister is an area of raised skin with watery liquid inside. Let's remember, always have your proper hygiene and take good care of your body.